Focus on me. Am I the weirdest person on the planet? No thinking involved. Hi everybody, I'm Alex. Welcome to my kitchen where we only cook healthy food that doesn't suck. Tonight I have a really special, super easy, very delicious, hopefully, meal in store for you. It is a FreshDirect meal for two. This is one of those super fancy meal kits where they give you everything you need and they tell you exactly how to cook it. So I'm gonna test it out. This one in particular is the Pesto Quinoa Bowl. I love pesto and I love quinoa, so I think I'm gonna like this. I think I'm gonna like it a lot. If I could ever open it. That's how we want it to look. Spinach, quinoa, avocado, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, basil pesto, 2 eggs. Whoa. All the instructions on what we're supposed to do are right in here. Whatever. Let's start with the quinoa. 1.5 cups of water. Bring that to a boil. The other thing we need to hard boil are the eggs. Smaller pot. Fill it up with enough water to cover the eggs. Got a frying pan here. Our first ingredient that doesn't come in the kit, a little bit of olive oil. Get that hot. It's getting hot, hot, hot. So now we're gonna chop up our mushrooms. Well, these guys are dirty. I'm gonna rinse these off because there is a lot of dirt on them. There's nothing wrong with eating a little bit of dirt, but I don't know where these mushrooms have been. Mushrooms are supposed to be dry brushed, but today they got a little bit wet. I don't think they mind. So just cut your mushrooms into 4s. The instructions say to remove the stems. I don't mind the stems. I kind of like them actually. There's nothing wrong with eating the stems. Quinoa water is boiling, so add the bag of quinoa. The quinoa is the longest, slowest cooking thing in this whole thing, so you want to get it on right quick. Stir this a little bit just so that all the quinoa is in the water. Bring it back up to a boil, which should take no time at all. Then cover it and take it down to like a low so it can simmer for 30 minutes. I don't know about that. I'm not gonna time it, but when it's done, I'll let you know. Keep chopping your mushrooms. Ooh, our frying pan is melting the plastic bag. Pay more attention than I am. I'm gonna do the mushrooms in there. I was supposed to do the spinach first, but the whole melting plastic thing threw me off. So just saute your mushrooms, salt, pepper, give them a good flip. Turn that down to like a medium. Cherry tomatoes, rinse these off. We cook them whole, so we don't even need to chop them. For hard-boiled eggs, I always let the water boil first and then add my eggs, so it's easy to time the doneness. Then I'm gonna take them in this slotted spoon and gently lower them into the water. So very gently, just kind of place them in the water and then like jiggle them out. Because the last thing you wanna do is crack it when you're putting it in. Oh, that one's cracked. It's fine, it'll still work. Hey Google, set timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes.
So 10 minutes, the yolk will be totally cooked. 12 minutes is like a very hard boil, and then anything below 10, you'll still get like a little bit of that runny creaminess. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so our mushrooms are pretty much cooked. So put them into a little plate over here. And then we're gonna add a little bit more olive oil to the pan. And then we're gonna add our spinach. The spinach will cook really quickly, so keep an eye on it. You might have noticed that this particular box is technically vegetarian, but a lot of the other meal boxes from FreshDirect do have meat in them. If you go to my other videos, I did a 20 clove of garlic chicken, so good, and some rosemary pork chops with bacon Brussels sprouts. Both absolutely delicious, so be sure to check the links below for those videos. Alright, so the spinach is basically done now too. You can see it wilted down really nicely. We're gonna put this on our same plate with the mushrooms. And they're gonna make friends. Tomatoes into that same pan. Now, I think the thing with the tomatoes is you wanna just kind of blister the skin, almost like roasting them. We got our avocado here. The way to get into an avocado is to take your knife right at the top here and cut down into the flesh and then cut all the way around the pit, being very careful of your fingers. Then you do a little twist. Oh! Into the pit. That's not gonna work this time. Oh, I got it. Persistence pays. take your avocado. Don't do this in your hands. Do this on the cutting board. I'm just showing you how to do it. But you take 3 lengthwise slices and then a couple of dices going the other way. And it is totally 100% possible for your knife to go all the way through the flesh and cut your fingers. So be very careful. And then that'll be really easy to scoop out into our portions. Ooh, the tomatoes are starting to look really good. They're getting like browned. Hey Google, how much time is left on the timer?
T-minus 59 seconds.
So the cherry tomatoes are done. They've started to kind of pop out of their skins and they're getting a little bit browned on the sides. So I'm gonna put this on our plate of veggies. Our eggs are gonna be done very soon. What you wanna do as soon as you take them out of the water with your slotted spoon, get them under cold running water so that it stops cooking. Okay, Google, stop. She knows what's up. So I just put my eggs in this bowl of cold water and then we're gonna peel them. I don't really have a trick on how to do this. I usually just crack it like an egg. Peel away from the crack. Always move away from the crack. The quinoa is actually almost ready, I think. Heck yeah, it is. 30 minutes, my behind. We've got our pesto here. The oil is separated a little bit, but that's totally natural, so just mix it together. And a 1/4 of a cup of this. Maybe like a healthy 1/4 of a cup, because it's delicious. And add it to our quinoa. So then just mix your pesto and the quinoa together. It smells really, really good. Oh my God, that pesto is delicious. Divvy up the quinoa between the 2 of them. A good way to divvy something into 2 is to push it to the bottom of the pan and then kind of cut it in half. Then just divvy up your vegetables between the 2. So we've got our roasted tomatoes. We got the spinach. Maybe if you're serving somebody that's like not related to you, don't use your fingers while doing this. Caveman invented utensils for a reason. Mushrooms. Dry off your eggs a little bit and then cut them in half. Ooh, perfect yolkness. It's like still a little bit like undercooked, but like all the way cooked. That's how I like it. Then of course we have our avocado. So each bowl gets a half avocado. Just use your spoon to go along the skin and pop it all out. All right, so there you have it. We have 2 delicious dinners here, or a dinner and a lunch, or a dinner and dinner, or a lunch and a dinner, or a dinner and a dunch. 2 delicious healthy meals prepared in no time flat. If you want more of these healthy meal kits from FreshDirect, be sure to click on the link below. You can actually get a whole kit for free. If it's your first time at FreshDirect, be sure to follow the link and you'll get some free FreshDirect cash. Try it out. If you try it, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed cooking with me tonight. And until next time, I hope this video has helped you cook a healthy meal for 2. See you next time. I've got avocados and quinoa and tomatoes and spinach, eggs and mushroom and pesto and dinich. All right, leave me alone.